And they're off. And a good start for all. Mckinzie, Solimini for him right across the track in the opening yards, and Runaway Ghost is going to track his just behind them in Still Regard, last of the 5 with one circuit to go, and it's for him, the long shot on the lead in the Futurity as they make their way into the first turn. For him, uncontested, the lead is 3/4 of a length. Solimini in the 2 path. Runaway Ghost is now forging his way through. It looks like he's decided they're going too slow up there, and he's up to challenge and take over the lead while Mckinzie is 4th and in the clear, less than 3 lengths off the pace, 23-3 for the opening quarter mile. In Still Regard, still last of the 5 with about 5.5 lengths to make up. Runaway Ghost just the leader for Joe Talamo as they move up the backstretch. For him, still there down along the inside, and Mckinzie, the favorite, is in the clear and in good position 3rd and getting a little closer to those leaders as they head for the far turn. Solimini has dropped back a few pegs. He's now got 3.5 to make up, and Still Regard has gone up and by him at the back of the pack. They went the opening half in 46-3. It's tightly packed, and there goes Mckinzie. Mckinzie now given his cue, but in Still Regard is right up to the task on his outside, and a big move from the back of the pack for In Still Regard. He's swept on up to Poconos in front. Mckinzie has to step on the gas to keep going with him. In Still Regard, Mckinzie. Now these two step into it with Solimini, still a major player on the outside. 3 of them coming down the lane. Mckinzie just the leader. In Still Regard between runners. Solimini there on the outside. A 3-way driving finish in the Futurity. Mckinzie, Solimini, in Still Regard, Solimini. Solimini wins the Los Alamitos Cash Call Futurity. Mckinzie and Still Regard battling 2nd and 3rd, a long way to the others.
Racing. On All Out Blitz, 4 lengths away, Shiver Me Timbers with My Boy Jack, but it's a domineering display by the ultra-talented Mckinzie as he takes the Sham while well in hand. 3.5 lengths to All Out Blitz, My Boy Jack, Shiver Me Timbers, City Plan next.
See if D. Wayne can get another Pennsylvania Derby today. They're in the gate. And they're off in the Pennsylvania Derby. It's an excellent start. They're all across the track. Trigger warning on the outside. Mckinzie hustling out of there. Mr. Freeze has been outsprinted here early. He'll settle in behind the front runners. Bravazzo coming forward from the far outside. Look at Bravazzo as they move into the first turn. Long shot, trigger warning, a neck in front. Bravazzo 2nd, Mckinzie to the outside. And that will force Mr. Freeze way out into the track. And now trying to angle over is Mr. Freeze. Core Beliefs in to the inside now, moves up in between horses. Axelrod is only 3 lengths off the lead. After that, it's another 4 back to King Zachary and In Still Regard. And Hofberg showing no speed today with those blinkers. He's at the back of the pack on the outside as they turn into the back stretch. The opening quarter was 23-4, so Mckinzie is just to the outside now of trigger warning past the 5/8 pole. Core Beliefs is close up at the inside. He's now racing 3rd. Bravazzo back to 4th. Axelrod is in behind horses. On the far outside, it's Mr. Freeze. Hopper beginning to make steady progress from the back along with King Zachary. Nothing yet from In Still Regard. Half mile was not fast at all. 48-4. That is a very, very slow half mile. So they head on to the far turn of the Pennsylvania Derby, and it is Mckinzie. Mckinzie down with a neck in front. Trigger warning, try to hang tough 2nd. Mr. Freeze in a good striking spot. Core Belief still in with a chance. Axelrod is in between horses. Bravazzo beginning to backpedal out of there. Hofberg has been wide throughout. It's Mckinzie and long shot, trigger warning together at the top of the stretch. They come off the turn, and Mckinzie has the lead. It's Mckinzie, but here comes Axelrod. He'll try to make a race of it on the outside. Furlong to go. Mckinzie is in front. Axelrod set down by Joe Bravo. Mike Smith working on Mckinzie. Mckinzie holding on. Axelrod is full out. Mckinzie is clear as they come down to the finish. Baffert, Smith, Mckinzie, they've done it. Mckinzie has it by 2.
And they're off in the Malibu. Axeman began very quickly. So did Bobby's Wicked One, who's up to take a narrow lead. Gravitas is up there. Mckinzie one from the outside, and Solimini. Now moving through on the inside is Calixman, and Calixman goes to battle for the lead along with Nero. These two go on with it. Axeman is now 3rd. Bobby's Wicked One is in 4th. They're followed by Still Having Fun, a close-up fifth and 2.5 lengths off the lead. Gravitas is a length and a half behind them. Then it's Copper Bullet racing on the inside of Seven Trumpets. Those two are in mid-pack, about 10 lengths off the lead. Mckinzie moves up outside of that pair. Majestic Dunhill in the pink is next. They're followed by Axelrod and Identity Politics right together at the back of the pack. They have about 15 lengths to make up. Salamini is racing outside of that group as the field comes with a quarter of a mile to go. Calixman is still the leader, and he shakes loose to be in front by 2 to Nero in second. On the outside of them comes Bobby's Wicked One, now trying to put in a rally. Mckinzie is starting to storm home in the center of the track. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Calixman is the leader. Here's Mckinzie finishing strongly on the outside, and he goes right on by. Still Having Fun moves through along the inside. Axelrod, Identity Politics. It's Mckinzie in a dominant performance. Pure class in the Malibu. Identity Politics wins the photo for second. Still Having Fun and Axelrod were in that group as well.
They're in the gate, and they're off. Bit of a slow start for Mckinzie. Has to be hustled out for that inside draw. Tom's D'Etat broke better and is in front racing for the clubhouse turn. Bourbon Resolution comes up on the outside. Mckinzie forward, though, racing third and down inside. Casino Star takes up a spot fourth and saving ground and still to guard mid-pack while fifth. And then it's Silver Dust moving up on the outside from sixth. Seeking the Soul in seventh, and Copper Bullet is at the back as they move for the backstretch run, where Mckinzie has come on third to take over the lead with 6 furlongs to go. Leads by half a length. Tom's D'Etat on the outside prompts the pace from second. Casino Star reserved at the rail while third. Bourbon Resolution not far behind racing fourth. Silver Dust is fifth. Instilled Regard is covered up right in the thick of it while sixth. Seeking the Soul has been moved to the outside seventh, and at the back is Copper Bullet. Half mile to go. Tom's D'Etat's taken over. Mckinzie's back into second now for the final half mile. Bourbon Resolution moves up on that one's outside, and now Mckinzie's back into third. Silver Dust is winding up fourth and coming up on the far outside. And Seeking the Soul's following that one round the far turn. Casino Stars lost ground, Instilled Regard and Copper Bullet. Tom's D'Etat 2-length lead. Mckinzie is back at it, angling off the rail. Now second and coming back, calling for the lead. And at the quarter pole, Mckinzie's back in front. Mckinzie off the turn in front. Tom's D'Etat's back into second. Seeking the Soul trying to close in on the outside, going past Silver Dust. Nothing from Instilled Regard. Casino Star toward the rail. They're inside the final furlong, and Mckinzie is shaken up on that lead. He's opening up by 4. He's opening up by 5. Mckinzie, much the best. Tom's D'Etat was second. Seeking the Soul was third. It's tight for fourth. Silver Dust or Casino Star.
They're off in the Whitney Monongahela. Out quickly with Mckinzie on the outside, flashing early speed, and it's these two who will take them to that first turn. 1-2 with Preservationist floated out wide as Imperative saves all the ground inside of Forewarned. Vino Rosso in behind them, and Yoshida will be the early trailer. So there's a scramble for the lead around this first turn. Mckinzie and Preservationist, these two will take over as they head to the backstretch, and they're motoring along here at 23.77 quarter. And Preservationist and Junior Alvarado want the lead, and they've got it onto the backstretch. And Mike Smith yields that top spot and now switches to the outside with Mckinzie. Yoshida, and they're across the track, coming to the final furlong. Mckenzie's in front. Yoshida runs after him on the outside. Vino Rosso is third. Mckinzie comes by the 16th pole, and he's going to do it. Mckinzie has won the Whitney. Yoshida was second, Vino Rosso was third, and Preservationist was fourth in a final time of 1:47.10 seconds. Outside stall. They're all in line. We are ready for the start. They're off in the Breeders' Cup Classic. It was a good start for Mckinzie, and War of Will goes out to the early lead. Seeking the Soul is close up on the inside, and now he's going to take back, and Mckinzie and Mongolian Groomer going up, and Vino Rosso is on the far outside. They're followed by Owendale and Elate. Farther out, it is Higher Power. Then a break of another 4 back to Code of Honor on the outside of Yoshida. Math Wizard is the trailer. So the opening quarter mile was 23.09 seconds, and they make their way into the clubhouse turn with the Preakness winner in front. War of Will has opened up a 2.5 length early lead, with Mckinzie and Mongolian Groom heads apart second and third, and they're getting closer now, and Mckinzie is sent through an opening on the inside. Oh, he's not going to get through there, and he had to take up as they head to the backstretch. Vino Rosso is fourth on the outside, and then it's Owen Dale in fifth. The half mile was 47.16 seconds. It's a reasonable pace onto the backstretch. Then it's Higher Power seeking the soul. Code of Honor is alongside of Elite, and they're 10 lengths behind right now. Then Yoshida and Math Wizard is the trailer as they head up the backstretch at Santa Anita in the Breeders' Cup Classic, with War of Will the leader, on top by a length and a half. And then it's Mckinzie on the inside, alongside of Mongolian Groom, and Mckenzie's going to come after War of Will now. He's got his run, and Mckinzie has taken the lead. Mckinzie takes over. Mongolian Groom goes with him. War of Will is faded to third. Vino Rosso begins to rev it up from fourth on the outside, and he's storming toward the front runners now. Code of Honor is next, and Higher Power is closing on the outside. They're coming to the top of the stretch, and it is Mckinzie off the turn in front.